Let's talk about including details in your story. I know you're worried about how long the story is. People don't have time for details anymore. And while I agree that stuffing your story with a bunch of random details just for the sake of having them in there is the wrong move, cutting them all together, however, will dilute the potency of your story. If you've read Stories That Stick, you'll remember that specific details is one of the 4 key components that, according to our independent research study, makes a story great. Or as a different example, if you're a Taylor Swift fan, I bet you know exactly what song I'm talking about when I mention the scarf detail, okay? Including details in a story or a storytelling song, as Swift knows all too well, is what makes it more memorable. If you want your stories to actually matter, don't cut the details. Here's why. Details create an important point of connection, a portal of sorts to transport the person hearing the story into the middle of it. It's the details that give a story its richness, that irresistible ring of truth, which makes a story sticky and hard to forget. And if you know your audience well, you can use specific details that are uniquely relevant to them. For example, mentioning snap bracelets or blowing into a Nintendo game cartridge when talking to a group of people who were born in the 80s will get their heads nodding and show that you understand who they are. This is the great mystery marketers, politicians, salespeople are trying to solve. How to get into someone's head and stay there. Billions of dollars, endless hours of focus grouping, thousands of teams of messaging geniuses, and all it takes are a few strategic details. So the next time you take your red pen to a story, resist the urge to cut all the details in an effort to keep it short. Yes, the details may require a few more words, but they're often the words that matter the most.